Howdy, 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 my beautiful Aries. How are you doing today, darling? Let's get into your weekly tarot reading, see what's going to be happening for you, what predictions we can be making for you today, Aries, and what your horoscope is looking like. Be sure to check out more than just your one zodiac sign, Aries. Check out your sun, moon, and your rising, darling. That's how you get the full spectrum of what's going on in your life, Aries. Now, right now, Aries, I'm actually running a discount coupon for my readings, personal readings, and I have fully opened schedule right now for my live. They go out quick. But if you're interested in that, I have the details in my pinned comment if you want to have a chance to book a reading with me at a discounted price, because I usually don't run discounts because I'm pretty booked and busy usually. But let's begin your tarot reading here today, Aries. See what's going to be happening, starting with the back of the deck being the Three of Pentacles. All right, I like this energy a lot for you because this is a card of people coming together to co-create with you here. Now, this could be in a physical sense of like actual people in your life, Aries, starting to want to work with you. I also get like this sense of where like maybe there are certain people that had like their own opinions of you or just like complicated feelings, and I feel like people are starting to understand your side of things, Aries, and just appreciate you and wanting to connect to you better. But I also get the sneaking suspicion as well, Aries, with this Three of Pentacles, is that spiritually as well. All right, sometimes when we neglect that, our spiritual team is actively trying to assist us and on our journey and co-create with us as well. And so have you recently set some type of intention recently or a request on your spiritual team to manifest something in your career? Perhaps with this Queen of Wands afterwards, this leads me to suspect that if that is the case here, Queen of Wands is like whatever the energies associated with this, it's like releasing the chains, right? And so it's kind of trying to give you this newfound freedom. All right, I also get like a message here, Aries, where it's just like if you were to go into different communities, whether that's like different spiritual communities, whether it's like communities for entrepreneurs or what have you, really again, it's whatever you are feeling passionate about. I do feel like you would have some co-creators wanting to join you on your path. All right, so something to note. Getting to your first row here, Aries, we have the Four of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and then the Six of Cups coming in for you. All right. And so I love this energy actually, because the Six of Cups actually can have a few different meanings. All right. The Six of Cups can talk about something from the past. All right. But it also represents like receiving like a gift or an offer. And so in this type of way here, I feel as if it's actually a two-sided message here. Because of this Queen of Pentacles and Four of Swords, this is giving me a situation where it's just like something that wasn't necessarily looking too bright in the past. Maybe let's say like your career or your financial situation. Maybe you're going through some type of dry spell socially. Whatever the case is, Aries, you're going to be noticing something from your past that was pretty lackluster picking up greatly this coming week here. All right, where you, again, Queen of Pentacles is the card of being taken care of and feeling really good about yourself. So it's really fitting with that the Queen of Wands and the Three of Pentacles as well. A lot of queen energy for you, Aries, which I just love to see in general here. And so this fits perfectly with that Six of Cups coming in as well, with like receiving an offer. And this is where I feel like you're currently at right now, Aries, where you've been in like this recovery period. Maybe your mental health hasn't been the best recently because of just like you haven't been able to catch a break, or like you've been having to just like fight alone for a while now. I get this direct message here, Aries, where you won't have to be fighting alone for too much longer. Help is on the way here. Really positive messages right off the bat. Getting into your second row, Aries, we have the Five of Swords, the High Priestess, and this Wheel of Fortune here. All right. And so this is the exact reason as to why I'm extremely confident, Aries, where it's just like something that you kind of like threw in the towel with. The Wheel of Fortune is letting you know that it's starting to turn in your favor now to rectify this Five of Swords High Priestess energy, where it's like I feel like there's been like this sense of uncertainty for you. Maybe you've been doubting like your intuitive ability, or just doubting yourself and your own intelligence because of how certain things from the past were not working out for you prior, right? And so let's just say, for example, like for you, maybe you wanted to create like a career of your own, right, where you are your own boss or what have you here, and in the past it really wasn't working out. You didn't have the right resources or know the right people to help you along. And in the coming days for you rather, Aries, I get this strong impression that this is going to be a month of where you're going to be meeting the right people to help you get through the door, to assist you in whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, right? And so let's say for example, you're wanting to do, let me fix the camera here, honey, like you wanted to do social media, you wanted to do YouTube, but you didn't really know the first step of what you needed to do. You didn't have anyone that you could collaborate with. In this type of dynamic here, Aries, I feel as if someone would be coming in to make that step towards wanting to create a YouTube channel much easier with collaboration, with knowledge, with insight, right? And that's just an analogy, Aries. You know, this is going to be very different for each of you specifically. In your bottom row here, we have the moon, the tower, and the Hierophant coming in. Ooh, darling here, Aries. First thing I want to do is celebrate you, because I feel like you guys have been really going through a lot of disruption in like the home life, right? With this Hierophant energy, I feel like things that you had been previously committed to, whether it's relationships, whether it's like a job that you've been working for a long time now, I feel as if there's certain facets of your life where, let's say that you got a little bit too comfortable and it's time for that change. And so Spirit, that's why Spirit is in this process of being willing to co-create with you, because it's like, well, yes, darling, this tower energy and this moon card, it's like there's been a lot that's caught you off guard that you didn't really anticipate having to let go of, Aries. Spirit's responding to this, where it's just like, all right, Aries, we understand, darling, that we're already being pretty hard on you at this current point in time, forcing you to let go of things that you had been committed to for quite some time here. So we're going to help relieve some of the stress on you by sending people in to help you feel a lot more free, right? Because the Queen of Wands is someone that isn't really held down by anything. The Queen of Wands has that sense of freedom. So it's that sense of where it's like transmuting this energy, where it's just like you're dealing with the loss of a job, the loss of a relationship in your life, romantic or platonic, family related, whatever the case is, like this sense of a loss that you really were not anticipating here. You're being empowered in this sense, Aries, where it's like, is no longer going to feel like a loss, but instead like you're shedding skin, right? So you think about like a lizard or a tarantula, I guess a tarantula molts, but when they let go of that old skin, it's like they're just shedding that old layer of themselves so they are able to fully continue growing, right? And so it's like, it's a little bit more than just making lemons out of lemonade. I hope the message makes sense. In my brain it does, but sometimes I know my analogies can really get lost on people. But yeah, I really feel really confident about what's in the works for you guys, Aries. Really stay confident at this time, because whatever it is that you're being forced to let go of, it's being really replaced with that Wheel of Fortune, that with something much greater, right? I think there's like a game show, Aries. I don't really watch television, but I think there's like a game show where it's just like you have like the offer of being like, all right, you have like $1,000 here. Do you want to keep that $1,000, or do you want to trade it in for this mysterious thing behind door number 1, right? And so you have the Lovers card coming in, really emphasizing this sense, Aries, where you do have some type of person coming in. Like, I don't want to say soulmate because I feel like it's overused, but definitely someone who you have Spirit's blessing with this person here to assist you. And I do feel like they are going to be the ones reaching out to you. So you need to do your part, Aries, to be accessible so you're easy to reach out to with that Page of Pentacles. But Spirit is definitely sending help on the way in the shape of people. And it's with those people that bring forth the opportunities or help pave the way for you, right? And so sometimes when Spirit is trying to help you out, sometimes it'll just come through like a blessing of a, job opportunity, what have you. In this case here, Aries, you need to be looking for the signs of people. That's how Spirit is going to be actively trying to work in your life right now to help co-create with you. Even afterwards, we have the World card coming in. So a lot of closures. The World card is the final card in the major arcana, the closing of one cycle to begin a new cycle in your life. And so have patience at this time. We have a lot of major arcana in your energy, which is not really a bad thing at all, Aries. It just really represents the major transitions that you've been going through in your life. All right. So a lot of things to be looking forward to, especially socially. All right. While I don't inherently get romance from these cards here, I mean, obviously you have the Lovers card and stuff like that. I will say, like, I could see the option of how it could be romance, but primarily I feel like this is more so like mentors, Aries. This is more so like friendships that develop through the same passion and stuff like that, where you're able to really grow with one another. So I have to just be honest in that way here. But let's see what else is going to be expecting for you before I send you off on your way. Strength card coming in, 2 of Cups and the Queen of Cups here, and then the 6 of Pentacles. As a very specific message here, Aries, I get this impression where it's just like, even just previously I was saying, it's just like, I don't really get too much romance with this here. And you might have been initially frustrated with that, being like, come on now, Velka, like, I've been single for a hot biscuit now. It's like, it's cuffing season at this point, With this message here, this is a direct message from Spirit. spirit saying is just like, darling, like keep your head up at this time, Aries. At a certain, I get like this impression, if you are looking for romance, the romance comes in from someone that isn't like, you don't start out with dating them. It starts out as like a friendship and develops from there. I keep on hearing this message of just like, give something more time, allows a relationship to just develop organically before you put a label on it, type of thing, Aries. And so I will want to just preface this and say, this is not going to be, don't feed this type of energy into like that ex that you've been triple texting, darling, you keep on getting ghosted and so on and so forth. All right, this is more so someone who maybe at this current point in time is not able to provide to you romantically those type of emotions, but in the coming days they are going to be able to match that. But it's going to initially just be like very much so just like the talking phase, getting to know one another and stuff like that. All right, I really don't get any type of, you know, I always feel like I need to preface this, that my readings really are not for people that are like clinging on to hope from people that just don't appreciate them and are not giving them the time of day. That's really just not who my readings are for, to be honest. And so that's how I see that dynamic going for those that are looking for that type of romance message. All right, because that did come out very organically at the end there. So that's the tarot reading that I have for you today, Aries. If you did enjoy this, let me know in the comments below, and be sure to give this video a like and subscribe because it does help me out quite a bit. And I'll be connecting to you sometime in the near future, darling Aries. All right, love you so much, darling. Bye, Aries.